Welcome back, lottery fans, and I'm happy to say it is here. It is starting. That's right. You guys have voted for it. You've voted for your states, and the 10 winning rundowns for 10 states in 10 days is back. We're hitting off with day one today. You voted for these states, and I have to say, thank you to hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of you that voted. There really was a massive turnout in voting, and it really did show in the states that are showing up in the top 10 because we got some big changes from last time. So really happy to see that because I get to do some new states, new rundowns for different states that didn't make it into the top 10 last time. But as I said, this is going to be 10 days, 10 rundowns, 10 winning rundowns. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss one. And of course, hopefully your state will show up. Hopefully you got all the vote out and that your vote turned up in the top 10. But as always, don't worry if it's not. There will be other opportunities to see a winning rundown for your state, and you can always get the number vault, which has numbers for every single state for the Pick 3 and Pick 4 lotteries. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it, and let's do our first state. This was your 10th most popular state. We're going to go from the lowest votes of the top 10 through to the highest votes of the top 10. So we'll do our state that got the most votes last in 10 days time. But let's start with that number 10 spot. And in our number 10 spot, we had Missouri. That's right. This was a bit of an interesting one for me. I wasn't expecting to see Missouri up there, but it definitely, you guys got the vote out. You voted for it, and it showed up. And let me tell you, there was a lot of you voting for Missouri. I was very, very surprised. So kudos to you people in Missouri. This one's for you. And we're going to be doing a Pick 3. As you can see, we got the Pick 3 tic-tac-toe rundown worksheet. So we're going to do a rundown for the evening Pick 3 for Missouri. And I've been doing some backtracking, doing a lot of research today, so I can find you a nice fresh winning rundown. And I found you one that in the last 7 days, so in the last week, has hit 4 times out of 7 days. So a great rundown to start off on. Nice one to kick off our rundowns. It's a nice brand new fresh rundown in terms of when it's hitting. It's only a week old in terms of it hitting, so which means that there's more time for it to be hitting, and it's hitting hard. 4 times in 7 days is an excellent turnout in my book. So the base state that I started this with was 1010. So that's last Friday. That's is that last Friday? That's last Thursday. Sorry. So that was the base state that I started, and then since last Friday we've hit 4 times. So we're going to take that result from 1010 for the Missouri Evening Lottery, which was a 019. Now the rundown that's been working for Missouri is the -3 +3 rundown. So in order to do that, what we do is we take that 019 and we put it in the center column like so, 019. And then we do exactly what the rundown says. On the left-hand column, we -3 from it. On the right-hand column, we add 3 to it. So let's start with the minuses. So we take that 0 and we take 3 away from it. Now, typically in normal math, 0 minus 3 is -3. But because lottery math is different, because it has to be different, because we want a positive number in this side here, what we do is we take that 0 and we turn it into a 10 by putting a 1 in front of it. So we do 10 minus 3, and that becomes a 7. Same thing with the next one down. Normally 1 minus 3 is -2, but we can't have a negative number, so we put a 1 in front of it, making it 11. We do 11 minus 3, and that makes it an 8. Luckily the 9 is simple. 9 minus 3 is 6. Put that there. And then in the right hand column, we're going to take this center number and we're going to add 3 to it. So 0 plus 3 is 3. 3 plus 1 is 4. And 9 plus 3 is 12. But we can only have 1 digit, so we'll take the right hand most, which is a 2. Now for the translated grid, the one that I've been tracking that has been working for Missouri has been our flip numbers. I did track the mirror numbers as well, and the mirror numbers were actually hitting as well, but not quite as much. They've only hit, I think it's twice in the last 7 days, but the flip numbers have hit, definitely hit 4 times in the last 7 days, so the flip numbers are the hot ones. But if you go ahead and you try this rundown in your state, which I highly recommend doing, because I often find that if a rundown's working in one state, probably working in several other states as well, do your back checking, mix it up between the mirror numbers and the flip numbers, see which one's hitting most for you. These are interchangeable in the translated grid. But as I said, for Missouri, this is going to be the flip numbers that are working. So we're going to take each number here. We're going to look up on our chart for the flip number. So we'll take that 7, look it up on the top line, and look, the number underneath it is the flip number. So 7 would be a 0, and we're going to fill that number on the translated grid. 0, 0 is 3, put that there. and 3 is 6. Put that there. 8 is 1. 1 is 4, and 4 is 7. And finally, 6 is 9. 9 is 2, and 2 is 5, like so. So there's our translated grid. Now let me go ahead and show you then in the last week where those 4 hits have come out of the last 7 results in the Missouri Evening Lottery. And it really started the very next day on the 11th of October, where the result was a 152. And coincidentally, there was a nice coincidence with the way in which these numbers fell, and you'll be able to see it when I've actually filled them in. But I'm keeping a little bit of suspense. You have to wait until I've gone through all 4 numbers, and then you'll see exactly what I'm talking about when I say it's a little bit of a coincidence. So we've got a 125, which was a box number of 152, right here on our translated grid, falling in like so. So we skipped a day, and on the 13th of October, which I believe was a Sunday. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments on that one, but I think it was Sunday. We had a 346 showing up in the results. And we have that right here in the top right hand corner, 346 as a straight number right there. Then we went on the very next day, 10/14, and the result was a 460. Now we've got to go ahead and we've got that 046, which is the box number, right here on our translated grid. And then the 4th number, the 4th result on 10/16 was a 613. And once again, we've got a box number right here, 631, like so. So definitely seeing a high concentration of numbers in the top side right here. But the interesting thing is every single number actually fell from our translated grid. So that was really interesting for me. But not to be outdone, the base grid didn't want to miss out on that. So what it did, just to prove us wrong, it went ahead and on the 10/16, it had a straight in on one of our most common patterns right there. The diagonal across 613 happening right there in our base grid. It doesn't get much more clearer than that number there. So that was a really exciting one. I was happy to see that right there like so. So that's it. That is the Missouri Evening Pick 3. As I said, a good one to start off with. We had every number falling in our flip numbers here. We had a straight common pattern falling out of our base grid, and we had 4 out of the 7 last results showing up. So excellent start off to our series of 10 for 10 for Missouri. Thank you very much for everyone that voted for Missouri for this. As always, keep tracking this if you're in Missouri. Let me know in the comments below if it continues to hit. I'm always happy to see those. And of course, if you tried it in your state and this rundown works in your state, you do some backtracking, you see it working as well, let me know that as well. I will be back tomorrow with our number 9 spot. Voting is now closed, so unfortunately you can't vote. Those positions are set. But definitely leave me a comment if you think you can guess what's going to be in our number 9 spot. Always fun to see what you think might be the actual next state coming up. As always, please give me a thumbs up on this video if you like doing these. If you like this and you like this video series and you want to see more of these kinds of things, the thumbs up really help the YouTube algorithms and help this channel grow, and it is growing. So thank you to everyone. Share it out for anyone that you know in Missouri or likes lottery rundowns, pick 3, pick 4, so they can enjoy the fun. And subscribe if you're not a subscriber. Definitely subscribe, hit the bell icon so that you don't miss out on the rest of the 9 states, because your state may be coming up if you're not already in Missouri. Alright, that's it. I'll be back tomorrow. In the meantime, good luck, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.